Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love. You're on beat. MP, you're about to go off.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. All right, everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
And despite some of the challenging buildings to play in on the road in the NBA, MP and his team have made it a point to win tough games away from home. Easier said than done in this league.
And this team's goal was to compete on the road, and so far, so good. MP is looking for another good road performance tonight. And we all know in the NBA, it's hard winning on opposing courts.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Butler. He's out there with Sarr. And it's Dillingham in at the 2 from behind the arc. The shot by Dunn, no good. Here's Dillingham. And it's blocked by Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. First quarter of play, a minute in. Thunder, the pass to Sarr.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Dillingham. And there's the screen. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Walker. Off target from three-point range. Right wing. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Thunder. Butler with the ball. Whitehead passes to Thunder. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer, no good. The Rockets have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And it's Walker off the drive. That one a little long.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
They set the pick. Here's Dillingham. Edwards pulls it in. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Down low. Here's Lyles. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Rockets with a rebound. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Dunn. Here's Clemens. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hey, Good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Lyles down low. Butler covering. Offensive board.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
To the left wing. Pass to Dillingham. Clemens grabs the miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here's Walker. Beyond the arc. And Houston, another three.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. Brooklyn, second.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Here's Whitehead. And no good. The dry spell continues. Houston leading by 4. Over to the wing. Here's Lyles. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Walker. Inside. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. That three's off the mark.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's Thunder. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Thunder's got 5 now.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Dunn, the pass to Edwards. Here's Clemens. They set the screen over Dillingham. It's Clemens missing.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Dillingham with the bucket.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Clemens passes to Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Thunder. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Dunn right side. Out to the right wing. Pass to Edwards. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Whitehead. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Here's Sarr. Here's Thunder to the wing, right side. And here's Dillingham from the arc. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Dunn. Off the mark there with a 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Outside for Butler. Here's Dillingham. His last outing, he had 20.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The Rockets trail. Dunn outside. Pass to Lyles. Sarr pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Butler. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Basket counts.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. The baseline J. And it falls all over the rim and in. And the Nets lead by 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Houston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And the Nets making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. The Nets have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Here's Thunder. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis.
And in addition to plenty of unprotected balls, they've also stolen the #1 spot in steals. You just can't give these fast-handed guys any opportunities to swipe at the ball.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets trail by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He dropped his 48 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Maggette. Pass to Cardinal. Launches it. They get the rebound. On the wing, Whitmore. Here's Edwards. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. We've got Cam Whitmore, and it's Lyles in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Houston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Maggette. Pass to Cardinal. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Butler passes to Thunder. Fires from the wing. And he can't bank that one in.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
To the right side. Pass to Whitehead. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Cardinal pulls it in. Houston leading by 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Good. Maggette's got 4 points this quarter.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Dillingham. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And Houston making a change here. Rose is checked in.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. A soft touch on full display.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And Rose has got the ball here for the Rockets. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Dillingham with the bucket.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Rose outside. Back to Whitmore. Three-pointer. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Sarr misses. Houston leading by 9. Pass to Whitmore. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Whitmore's got 5 points in the quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Whitehead passes to Thunder. Here's Dillingham. He's got 6. And that one's good. Now 4 for 10. The Rockets have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Lyles. Another 3 from Houston.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
There's a screen. Here's Whitehead taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Monday, they head back home to host the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they're able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Here's Dillingham. Give him 8. It's hauled in by Houston. Edwards got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And good. Clemens. Nets trail by 14. To the left side wing. Here's Whitehead. Hits the trifecta. Whitehead's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Houston has possession. Pass to Clemens. Outside Walker. Clock at 6. Top of the key. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Walker covering. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Done. Pass to Clemens. Here's Lyles. Pass to Clemens. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. They set a pick. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Clemens has got 10 points.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
To the paint. Thunder, the pass to Kessler. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Rockets lead by 11. Walker for three. That shot is off.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pulls it from the top of the key, and he gets that one. He's got 5. Now Dunn. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. To the middle. Here's Cardinal, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Kessler. All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. Number 1, the Nets.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Cardinal pulls it in. Cardinal's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Cardinals got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Lets it fly from 18. The Rockets pull it in, coming off a win against the Blazers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Nice shot by Walker.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Thunder, the pass to Bledsoe. With the drive, there's a screen. Got a hand on it. Fast break, here come the Rockets. Here's Cardinal, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Clemens passes to Dunn. Walker a good look, and the Rockets tack on 2 more.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's the Houston Rockets ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight,
Taking a look here at the Rockets, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
and switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Nets.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, they get bodied up on the scoreboard as well, Shaq. It may not be their only.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the floor for the Nets, Butler out there with Sarr. Then there's Dillingham, and it's Whitehead in at the small forward position. Pass to Walker. Dunn outside. Now Edwards. The three ball. Thunder grabs the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Butler with the bucket.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Houston leading by 18. Here's Lyles. Outside Walker. No one near him. Second shot opportunity. Brooklyn with the board. Saar's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Dunn, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Clemens. To the inside. Here's Dunn. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Nets trail by 20. It's stolen by Dunn. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Clemens. There's the triple. Brooklyn pulls it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds now.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
And Walker's got the ball here for Houston. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 10 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Thunder, defended by Dunn. And the Nets miss again.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Pass to Walker. Here's Lyles. Knocks it loose. And now the Nets on the break. The shot's good. 10 points for him.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here we are in the middle of the season. Let's see where the Western Conference standings sit. Taking a look at the Rockets, their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up.
I think for Houston, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Pass to Thunder. Let's go with a 3. Clemens grabs the miss.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
For 3, sinks the tray.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
To the paint, goes up, Thunder. Rebounded by Dunn. Dunn's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Walker, the 3. Saar pulls it in. Saar's got rebound number 7 tonight.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Thunder with the bucket.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Houston leading by 23. Outside Edwards. Here's Whitehead. He's got 5. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Whitehead's got 8 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone. The arc.
Dunn, the pass to Edwards. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Now here's Edwards. Rebound Brooklyn. Sarr's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he's going for the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Clemens. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Pass to Dillingham. From downtown. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Inside, here's Edwards. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 10 points for him.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Lyles, he's checked in for Clemens. And we take a look now at the season's most efficient scorers from around the league. Timeout called by Taylor Jenkins, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Pass to Cardinal. Here's Lyles. Here's Cardinal. Butler covering. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
We've got Cam Whitmore. He's out there with ball. And it's Edwards in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Lyles, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a change for the Nets. Moore's checked in. Pass to Lyles. To the middle. Here's Cardinal. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Moore, and here's Butler outside. Fires in the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
He swipes the ball away again, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Now that's how you rock the rim. Give him the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous.
I call that an executive summary statement.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
All alone on the break. Here's Sarr. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Houston leading by 16. Pass to Whitmore. Lets it go from deep. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half. And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
Here's Lyles. Pass to Whitmore. And he makes it. Whitmore's got 10 points here in the second half.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Thunder, hounded by Ball. With the 10-footer, the Rockets pull it in.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Pass to Cardinal. Here's Lyles. Here's Cardinal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul. Second, team.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
And Houston making a change here. Dunn's checked in.
The assist.
Houston leading by 18. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Cardinal. Five on the clock. Dunn outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Thunder with the bucket. Thunder's got 8 points in the quarter.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And here's Dunn. Pass to Cardinal. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Dillingham. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Whitmore. Here's Lyles. Lyles a screen. Dunn outside. From the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Whitehead. It's hauled in by Houston. Cardinals got rebound number 15 here tonight. And Houston making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Third team foul. Hold the floor for your Rockets. Number 35, Jarris Walker.
Pass to Cardinal. Here's Lyles. Here's Dunn. Off target with the three.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Houston leading by 19. Down low. Here's Cardinal. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Dillingham. Walker covering. Here's the pick. This one for three. The shot by Thunder, no good.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Oh, got a piece of it. Fast break, Brooklyn. And it's Butler with the jam.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Dunn, the pass to Lyles. Over Butler. And it's Lyles missing. Nets trail by 19. Butler with the bucket. Butler's got 9 points now in the second half.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Cardinal. Sarr pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Dillingham. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Assisted.
Dillingham's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Lyles. Pass to Lyles. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Fourth
And
team
Grant, while we
foul.
want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Clemens is checked in for Lyles. Thunder, the pass to Butler. Here's Dillingham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Nets, Dillingham.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. The Rockets lead by 16. Yet another steal from him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease.
Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Lyles. Here's Cardinal. And he lays it up and in. Cardinals got 9 points now in the second half.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
A moment here for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. Apparently that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. His return to the court won't happen tonight, and likely not for a while after that. Guys?
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Lyles a screen. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. Nets trail by 14. To the inside, Butler. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Walker for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sarr's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Rockets.
They made the most of their opportunities at the line.
And they did a great job of forcing the action to create those opportunities.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And it's Houston's ball. 11-point game.
47. Fifth personal foul.
And he makes a first. Houston making some changes. Lyles, he's checked in for Lyles. Whitmore comes in for Walker. And it's Ball in for Clemens. And Brooklyn with possession here. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Rebounded by Lyles.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Dunn, the pass to Ball. With the fadeaway. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Rockets lead by 15.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you named it. They've done it.
Outside Whitmore. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity.
We can get that one back next time.
See ya, MP.
Crowd looks hot tonight. Better come with me.
Anything